Should you always be available for your partner? That's a loaded question. Most healthy relationships, couples teach each other how much time they have, what they're doing. They kind of let each other know their space, and their partner knows if they're in the middle of something not to bother them. They can tell by the slightest tone of their voice that this is not a good time, and they'll usually then go away and then come back later and say, what were you involved in? I noticed you were a little irritable or whatever, and couples will talk about it, and it turns out not to be a big deal. But in couples that I see in therapy, this is a very big deal because they get stuck in the stage of 3, 4, or 5, and they're not able to communicate what's going on and how they feel about it. I broke this down in 5 stages so you can understand more clearly how much you should be able to expect your partner to be available for you. Now, stage 1 is a very healthy stage. Your partner's needs are with your needs or even more of a priority. And when your partner needs something, they need you to intervene or engage, you will 100% do your best. There's a clear communication. Yes, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, I'm here to help you. And so very rarely is that a problem. Stage 2 is less availability. Stage 2, your partner's requests still significant matter, but not as much. Like you've got other things and you're starting to put those in. I think of things such as, adding a new baby to the family or having a work promotion or a new project. All of a sudden you've got other demands and those are taking up space from your partner. And when your partner starts asking you for things, you feel a little put on, like, my goodness, like I can't do that right now. I'm doing this other thing. And you can get a little bit irritable, a little bit frustrated. But for the most part, since their needs still matter a lot to you, you're going to reciprocate and you're going to do what you can. And hopefully you will apologize and say, I'm sorry, and fill them in on the details, what's going on with you, so they'll understand and better gauge when to put demands on you and when not to. Stage 3 is the beginning of some problems. You're focused more on your own needs now. This can happen, and I see it happen mostly with work projects or with traveling, or if a child is having trouble in school, or if you have a new baby and all of a sudden all the needs that you used to be there for your partner, you're not as much, and you're finding that your own needs matter. If you're giving all day to one of these other people, then when you come home, you're going to need somebody to give to you, and you're not going to be there for your partner as much as you want to. And your partner may feel put upon because when you call them, you expect them to help out, and they're not going to be with that. This is a stage, if you're going through this, I really suggest you start counseling, because this is a breakdown of communication more than anything else. If you're feeling resentful that your partner's never there for you, or when you need them, they are not there, they're involved in something else, then that's only going to lead to a lack of trust. You're going to be more irritable. You're going to have more conflict in your relationship. Stage 4 is when your own needs are begging for priority. This is when you've maybe given so much to the relationship, or you're giving so much as a caretaker, whether it's to children, to your parents, to a baby, to something you're doing, that now your own bodily self needs, maybe getting together with a friend, maybe taking time out to meditate, maybe getting your health attended to, are not being taken care of. This is when you seriously will start moving away from your partner, and all of a sudden you are not available to them at all. And this is a stage that starts the downward spiral in a relationship. Stage 5 is you are really now emotionally withdrawing from your partner. Your partner feels rejected. They feel like you never want to get together. They feel like you never want to be with them. They feel like you don't want to be with them in the bedroom. They start feeling put upon. They start feeling resentful. And this is what will take any relationship on a downward spiral. And many times you won't be able to salvage the relationship. You need to go to counseling at this stage, probably starting at 3, definitely at 5. And when you call to make that appointment, before you go, sit down with your partner and ask your partner, and you do it too, fill out this sheet of paper with what you need, because this is going to help the therapist help you. It's going to expedite the sessions and make it much more clear so you get what you need out of it. The first one partner has been the greatest giver for a long time and now wants more equal or more reciprocal behavior back. A once okay exchange of availability has now changed because of newer or more pressing needs. Identifying those needs and what they are, because they can be looked on as not high needs or high priority to a partner, are important for the counselor to know. One partner may have become more self-involved and not realize that he or she is asking more without reciprocating anything, without giving anything to their partner. One of the partners has reason to feel insecure and needs more reassurance. This is especially with chronic illness, maybe an accident, maybe an ill parent or child. There has been a breach of trust, cheating, or emotional cheating, causing a partner to feel entitled to more availability until the issue is resolved. And that would be the partner that was cheated on, may have a lot of resentment and feel entitled until this issue is cleared up, that you should want to start giving them all of your time and attention. Don't judge any of these. Just write them down, take them to the session with you. It's going to help you save your relationship.